Hello everyone and welcome to the third week of the Cove. I want to congratulate everyone because you have taken a step and you're in it. You are in the circle. So that's enough to say congratulations and kudos to you right there. Now, you may not be as far into the activities as you would like, but that's okay. Please do not allow that to overwhelm you, okay? I am proud of you already. So congratulations. What I want to do is recap from last week. Last week, we spoke about clearing the clutter from the cabinets. And why that's important, let me tell you. When you're in your home and you've gone through your refrigerator and you've looked at what you need to eat and maybe your food has run out because it's time to go grocery shopping, a lot of times I see people, they move to the cabinet. And those things in the cabinet are things that are at their fingertips that I see a lot of people who are just starting a journey use the most. Now, we're going to start with the cabinet, but please believe that the refrigerator definitely needs a rejuvenation as well. But looking at the cabinet, there are 5 things that I asked everyone to go through and make 5 different piles. That's sugar, right? That was sodium, right? High fructose corn syrup, partially hydrogenated soybean oil as well. So those are some of the things that I asked you guys to make a pile for. And so I'd like to go through some of those offenders. I am in my brother's home. I'm in North Carolina. And I have gone through his cabinets and I have looked to see if there were any of those things in his cabinets. But sure enough, there was. And don't be alarmed if they're in your cabinet. They're probably in over 65 to 70% of America, okay? So the first thing that I found in his cabinet were these cheese and garlic croutons, okay? They've been in his cabinet for a long time is what he told me. And a lot of items like this, they will last a long time. Why? Because they have partially hydrogenated soybean oil in them. So the food producers, they found a way to make an oil that is so cheap that will cause food to last longer. So what does that do for them? That helps them in the long road as the food producers. But what does it do for you? It is harmful to your body. And we spoke about partially hydrogenated soybean oils in the information last week, so it is archived. So if you need to do a refresher on that, please do. But this is one of the offenders. So hanging on in this particular, hanging out rather, in this particular item also lists high fructose corn syrup as well. So this is a double whammy. So this has high fructose corn syrup and partially hydrogenated soybean oils. Is this something that you want to keep in your cabinet and you want to say, okay, let me go ahead and eat it all until it's gone? No. You want to simply get rid of this because this is something that is harmful to the body. The next offender is sugar. Now, sugar is, of course, a chemical. You know, it's not a nutrient. Sugar is very addictive to the body. I call it an energy stealer, okay? And in this particular box of cereal, I'd like to go over just how much sugar is in this particular box. But before I do, there are enticing things on food products to get you to buy them, okay? The food companies, they know just what to put on the box to make it enticing, to make you believe that it's healthy for the body. The first thing with this cereal is whole grain ingredients, right? Naturally flavored. It says can help reduce cholesterol, but it also has refined sugars, and we know what that does to the body, okay? So let's look at just how much sugar is in this particular item. Whole grain oats, and then it lists sugar. It's the second ingredient in this particular box. And then there's clusters in this cereal of oats, and in those oat clusters it lists sugar and corn syrup as well. It also lists molasses, which is a sweetener, okay? And it lists honey as well. And then it has whole grain wheat. In that whole grain wheat and bran, it lists honey, which is a sweetener, and it lists brown sugar syrup as well. So already it has it lists sugar over 7 times in this particular product. And so you really want to be careful of that. And though it's low in fat, it says 1.5 grams of fat. That is not the only thing that you want to look at when you're consuming a product. So this has about 9 sugars, but the sugar is refined. So you want to pay close attention to the cereal that you're buying. There are alternatives out there to sugar. There's organic, naturally cane sugar that you can buy that's not refined, and you want to make sure too that it is not a particular cereal that has other preservatives in it, but we'll get into that. But just for right now, we're looking at the sugar content. So this is an item that you'd want to toss away. The next thing I'd like to speak about, sodium. Now, we discussed sodium and what that does to the body last week, and it does make you retain water, it causes hypertension, so many other things, high blood pressure, that you really want to watch your sodium. So in this particular can of soup, there's 2 enticing things on this particular can. It says that it's organic and it's reduced sodium. So that may make you think, okay, this is going to be beneficial for my body, and you may pick it up and purchase it just like my brother did. Let's look at the sodium. The sodium content is 480 milligrams, and that's for 2 servings. So there's 2 servings in this particular can of soup. Now it says do not add water, so you would just be putting this can of soup in the pan, okay? The majority of us would eat this entire can of soup, correct? Yes. So you will need to double the milligrams of sodium. So that would be about 1,000 grams of milligrams of sodium in this 1 can of soup. And this, my friends, says low sodium. So imagine the other Campbell soups that's lurking in your cabinets. So soups, I would say, there's so many creative ways that you can make your own soup. So get rid of different things like this as well. This would not be beneficial to the body. And so with the sugars, and I've seen this in some cabinets with, the cocoa, but the first ingredient in this is sugar. This is the very first ingredient. So, if you're seeing things in your cabinet and the first ingredient is sugar, you definitely want to be careful of those items and get rid of them right away, okay? So those are just some of the things that I wanted to go over as a recap from last week as we're clearing the clutter. Make your piles, everyone. I want to see pictures of your piles after you've gone through your cabinets to clear the clutter. But those are the first things that we're going to start with. Of course, there's a lot of things we want to pay close attention to, but remember, this is a journey. Okay, so now we can get into week 3 of the information I'd like to cover. I'd like to cover how you all can begin to alkalinize your body and to begin to get the proper nutrient-dense foods in your system throughout the day. There are 2 particular meals I want to pay close attention to. That's lunch and that's your dinner. I'd like you all to add a salad with each of those meals to start out with, okay? I want to introduce some cruciferous vegetables to you. I call these particular group of vegetables the vegetables that's going to help you build a foundation, okay? And my salad, for me, these particular vegetables are the foundation of my salad. And I want you all to, not to get into thinking of, a boring salad and, something that, that I have to eat. No, salads can be fun. And salads are very nutritious to the body, but the salads are nothing more than a bowl of nutritious, energizing ingredients to give you optimal energy and to give you all of the vitamins that you need for the body. So I'd like to start with these vegetables that I want, or actually the foundation. They are vegetables. I want to start with the foundation of what I'd like you all to focus on for your salad, okay? The first one is kale. Okay, I have too many in here, so it's kind of breaking the bowl. But kale, you want to make sure that you're getting these particular items organic, okay? So the first one is kale, so organic kale. So kale is high in iron, it's high in vitamin A, vitamin K, it's a high antioxidant vegetable as well. It's high in vitamin C, in calcium, and in fiber. So kale is an amazing superfood that you definitely want to have in your refrigerator, okay? And this is one of the foundational items for that salad that we're talking about, including at your lunch and for dinner as well. The next one I want to talk about is spinach. Now, spinach is high in calcium, it's high in iron, and it's so great as far as your potassium is concerned. It's actually high in potassium as well, and it lowers the blood pressure. So spinach is an amazing superfood as well. And so another thing I want to pay close attention to is the chard. Now, chard is great. It's another cancer-fighting food. It's high in vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, magnesium, potassium, and fiber and protein. Okay, so far we just went over kale, chard, and spinach. Make sure you get these organic. So I'm going to grab my other three that I want to talk about. And the next one is arugula. Okay, arugula is a great foundation for your salad as well. Now, arugula is a cancer-fighting food. Actually, all of these cruciferous vegetables, they're cancer-fighting foods as well. So arugula, everyone, is high in vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K. It has minerals like iron and copper. It's high in chlorophyll, and it promotes bone health as well, and it reduces inflammation. So arugula is another powerful superfood that you want to add as well. Cabbage. Now, cabbage is a great cruciferous vegetable. It is anti-inflammatory. It removes toxins from the body as well. So that's another good one. And broccoli, I mean, there's so much to say about broccoli and the broccoli slaw. So this is just great. They have them in organic bags that you can get. That is a great foundation for your nutritious salad. So let's look at these. So I just showed you all 6 superfoods to add to your salad. Now, many times I've seen people just have either romaine or just maybe iceberg lettuce, which iceberg does nothing for you. It's full of water, and that's about it. But there's no nutritional value. So you want to get dark, leafy green vegetables. And all of these vegetables are cancer-fighting vegetables. They're vegetables that put so many good things in your body, and they're very, very nutritious. So this is our foundation. So we're building this is our foundation. So we're going to talk about building upon our foundation, okay? So again, you've got your spinach, you've got your chard, you've got your kale, you've got your arugula, your broccoli slaw, and you have your cabbage. And red or green cabbage, any of those will work, okay? The next thing I would like to talk about is building upon your foundation. I'd like you to start with at least 3 vegetables, okay? So right here I just have 3 vegetables, and I have a tomato, I have a yellow bell pepper, and I have an orange carrot, okay? So at least 3 vegetables on your salad, okay, everyone? Not croutons, not cheese. Okay, I want to see some vegetables, and you want color, because the different colored vegetables cleanses the different organs in your body. So you definitely want to make sure that you've got 3 different colored vegetables, okay? So we've got our foundation, right, which are our greens, our super greens. And can you mix them all together? Yes, absolutely. So I want you to try. I like to cut mine up really small, and it flavors the salad, and they're just yummy that way. And you're going to begin to get to know each of those greens on their own. So maybe you just make an arugula salad, because arugula has kind of like a little spicy taste, and is really good. So you'll begin to know the different flavors of those particular salads, so you can, have them by themselves. But I really want you to get to know them this week. So if you can introduce, let's start with trying to introduce at least 3 of those foundational salads or bases for your salad for this coming week. Please post a picture of your salad in the Cove, okay, with these 3 vegetables on them. Remember, this week we're focusing on adding a salad at your lunch and at your dinner, okay? We're going to start getting your body alkaline, and we're going to start with the foundation, and here it is. Thank you for joining me.